How we doing, YouTubers? I've just been reading through targeting individual community groups on Facebook and a lot of the comments out there and what people are going through and struggling through. I just need to let the program handlers know what you guys are doing is wrong. And if a person has a solution to help another person, they're not doing anything wrong by passing on that. Okay? And I'm not sorry. Now, for the viewers out there that are real, that aren't just there to critique, judge, pounce down my throat, I'm going to be making a lot of mistakes and errors in this video because I'm on some painkillers. I'm not making excuses. There you go. It's a synthetic opioid, quite a weak dose, but I'm in a lot of physical pain, and I just can't get my hands on any of that natural remedies out there, the holistic healing. I'm pinned down, locked down, and limited with funds. I don't really like taking pharmaceuticals. I think they're poison. I'm in a bit of a catch-22 of this pain because that does relieve a lot of the pain and help me get to sleep and helps me eat. Anyways, I need to start by acknowledging the good people within the community. I see in their eyes there's love, there's this, what's that word, they feel sorry for you, not as in they're better than you, but they acknowledge the hardship that you're going through, and you see that empathy on their face. I just need other target individuals to know there are good people out there. Although we sometimes feel the whole world is closing in on us, that's what the program's meant to do. Yeah, a lot of these target individuals out there are just getting followed around by ambulance, with their sirens on, or wherever they go, there's just an ambulance. Many people are complaining about the same thing. Now, I went through this and I came up with a solution. I know these people don't like paperwork. They're degenerates. I've lost total respect for a lot of the paramedics and firemen out there because they've engaged in this harassment. I used to look up to them. I had no malice towards them whatsoever, ever. Not once in my life did I have malice towards the ambos or the firemen. I used to respect them and look up to them. But after they started engaging in this community harassment, this program, I was shattered. So they don't like paperwork, back to what I was saying. If you're crossing the road and they're speeding by you and they're looking at you and smiling like as they usually do, pretend to step out in front of that vehicle that's going past you. I did. And I read the lips of the lady that was in the passenger side. What is he doing? Total shock. After that, they stopped because they don't want to hit you. And I thought to myself, oh, okay, who better to get hit by than an ambulance, right? You'll get hit and get taken straight to hospital. You have more of a chance of surviving. And they'll still get fucked over. They'll still have to explain why they got so close to a pedestrian. Now, I'm not sorry for releasing this information. I know targeting individuals, it sounds quite erratic and a bit out there. But you know what? This program is erratic and it's out there. To match it, you must be equally erratic and out there. A lot of the perpetrators, I've realized, are kind of fresh to the country. Not all. A lot of them are. And they see the luxuries and benefits that we have in this country. And they want it. Because they all come from third world countries where they're poverty stricken. And that's very sad. And I understand. But they shouldn't want the freedoms and luxuries on the backs of someone else. On the back of someone else, I should say. No morals. It just goes to show you that humans are no better than animals. Majority of us. There are still a lot of good people in this world. But Yeah, that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. You know, like the other day I put my head down to sleep and this African girl knocked on my door. I mean, I'm not playing her down or anything, but she's such a retard. I, I need to use your Wi-Fi. And you could tell she was trying to roleplay, like she forgot the words that she was supposed to say. Next time you're going to send a perp or someone to harass someone, make sure they're on the same level as the person that they're supposed to be harassing. Okay? I don't look down at any human beings. Okay? But I look at the reality of the situation. I love all of mankind. Black, white, brown, yellow, makes no difference. Okay? But when you got a retard at your front door harassing you, why can't you call them a retard? Why can't you call them a dumbass? Like, why can't you identify what they're lacking? I don't know. Stop disturbing me while I'm cleaning my room. Don't sound people like that. That's slack. You're taking advantage of their, their, their illness or whatever it is that's wrong with them. You're taking advantage of that. You're using them. Use someone that's conscious of what they're doing. You're putting these people in harm's way because you're dangling a bit of, I don't know, a bit of coin in front of them. So go get their iPod or their iPhone or their new shoes or their Gucci bag or whatever it is. See, people in third world countries, they look up to us. They look at what we've got and think that we're living like kings and queens. You know, once they start having children and living here, they'll realize it's not the case. The roads aren't paved in gold. Okay? It's not the case. Yeah, Australia is by far a very good country. Don't take what I have to say wrong. But the streets aren't paved in gold. And not everyone has equal opportunities. As much as that's what the picture they like to paint, it's not the case. You know, especially if you're a TI, you got no opportunities whatsoever. They'll cut all your opportunities off. And they'll open certain doorways where they want you to walk through. Like with me, trying to push me down the male escorting business. You know, for those people out there that are making a living from escorting, many respects, because it's a very hard industry to be working in. Mentally, physically, spiritually, it's draining. I've met a lot of escorts and I understand from how they speak that it's not all roses and butterflies. That's not something that I'd like to get into. Again, many thanks to those people out in the community or online that are helping us out. Even if it is from a distance. There's so many good people in this world. Mankind needs to start identifying them. Stop pointing the finger at the shit kickers, the rat bags. There's always going to be rat bags, regardless where you go. Start acknowledging the good people. Give them a pat on the back. Encourage them to do more good. Pay it forward. You know, watch that movie, Pay It Forward. You know, when I watched that movie, I cried. I watched that movie so many times, Pay It Forward, when I was younger. I cried. And I was very lucky to have a good English teacher in Year 10, Mrs. Jones. A brilliant teacher, okay? I mean, she must have known that some students are destined to be targeted individuals. And she did try her best to make sure we don't end up in this program. I do know that for a fact. Okay, she worked overtime with us. She kept us back at lunch to make sure we understood whatever it was she was trying to teach us. And we had no issues with staying back. We wanted to stay back with her because she was such a good teacher. Mrs. Jones, thank you very much. Okay, she was a library teacher, an English teacher at Penshurst Marist. Okay, I mean, all the boys out there that went to Penshurst Marist and know this teacher, go back and give her a kiss. Go back and give her roses and chocolates, okay? Make sure you acknowledge her. If she's still teaching, I'm not sure if she's retired or not. But make sure you go back and let her know that she's a good woman and a good goddamn teacher, okay? Make sure you do that so other teachers can follow suit, because that's what we need in this world. We need teachers. We need more doctors, okay? We need more lecturers, right? We don't need no more cowboys. We need people that are going to uplift our society and our species as a whole. And when you see a person that is trying to do that, acknowledge them. Okay, give them a pat on the back, give them some love, cut them some slack. Even though I might have been a bit of an asshole back at school, even in Mrs. Jones's class, just boys being boys, you know? But she did help us out a lot. And she did literally break down the Truman Show. Every movie that we watched, she broke it down. She taught us how to use our powers of observation. She taught us that. I mean, we may have already had that and she had tapped into it, but she nurtured it and it grew within her class. And she's a great teacher. I can't say that about many of the teachers I've had experiences with. But there are many good teachers out there. But Miss Jones just shines out from the rest. If you are watching this, Miss Jones, I'm sorry that I turned out this way. Because you did try hard. And don't look at me like a failure because I'm covered in tattoos and live in government housing and not working and being harassed by the government and their minions. You didn't fail. Because for 13 years I've been surviving because of some of the stuff you've taught me. Thank you. I know I've already said that, but I can't say thank you enough. Anyways, to the target individuals out there, be strong. You're in for a long, long journey. Pace yourselves, okay? They will drain your energy from you so fast. You will be chasing your tail and you'll be tired by the end of the year. Pace yourselves. It's all a game. All those hand signals you see, everything that you pick up on, they want you to pick up on. And of course you'll be picking up on certain things that they don't want you to pick up on, but you've got to be able to tell the difference. And it's very hard. Don't let them get into your head. Don't let them use their Jedi mind tricks on you. Okay? Put it this way. Target individuals, you are a Jedi. Okay? Even though I've never watched Star Wars, I have watched it a little bit, but I couldn't really get into it. I just couldn't get into it. Fabulous story. I've read part of the books, but I just couldn't get into it. It's just too much sci-fi in there and whatnot. They should have toned it down so they can get a larger audience. Anyways, it's time for me to clean my house because it's looking kind of filthy. Remember, healthy home, healthy mind. Healthy environment, healthy mind. Practice that, TIs. And many love to the people out there. I should say much love to those good folk out there. Like that lady that smiled at me this morning, that friendly gesture. I didn't take it as more than just that, so please don't, look into it too much. But even a simple smile from someone that's warm can really uplift a person. Something small like that. And Mr. Steve O'Reed, I'm not going to say where you're from. You're a fucking legend, brother, okay? You're a fucking legend. You have answered my calls and been there when I've been in the pits, and I just need to acknowledge you, mate. I salute you, brother. Thank you very much. Anyways, folks, Godspeed.